Hello, Gayle.
Hi.
I'm Karen Krebs, and I'm with Gayle Michaels, and she is the director of the Institute of Intimate Wisdom.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What is it that you teach there?
The Institute of Intimate Wisdom is about how to have more meaningful and satisfying sexual relationships. And I teach a class called the Intimate Dance, which is an elegant and sophisticated style of sexual intercourse that involves transitioning through numerous positions of the Kama Sutra, while remaining intimately united with your lover. It's quite fun.
Really? How do you teach this to people?
Well, it's sort of like learning how to dance lying down.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit like a martial arts class.
So are you there while they're making love?
No. I teach this fully clothed.
Okay.
And
where do you teach it?
Well, various locations. A lot of my classes are in my living room.
Uh-huh.
And
are they group classes or just
I
classes
teach privately and I teach in classes. Mostly classes. I like to reach as many people as possible, and the classes are more fun. It's a little bit of a workout when you're learning it. It's kind of like practicing for martial arts to begin with, because you're learning how to use your body in new ways, and you're learning coordination techniques. And so,
does it take strength or endurance?
Not so much. It's kind of the coordination that is required is similar to that of learning how to ride a bicycle or learning how to pop a clutch on a car. It's that
timing.
It's timing, coordination, and two people doing it together at the same time. That's what it's about.
So do you do that with a partner? Can you take the class if you're single?
You can take the class if you're single. But a lot of single people show up and they practice with each other and me, and so the instructors are also practice partners. Yeah.
Great. And do you do it to music? What is the...
Not putting it to music, but that's a good idea. I might bring some music in next class. But mostly we're just focusing on how to use our body in ways that give a certain level of skill and competence that can translate into lovemaking.
Let me ask you why we need classes. Don't we naturally know how to make love?
Well, we go to gymnasiums to strengthen our bodies, and we go to universities to prepare our minds for jobs, but one of the most important aspects of the human experience is sexuality, and we go into that with little or no knowledge or information at all. So I would say we like to think that it comes naturally, but for most people it does not come naturally. And a little bit of instruction and learning how to coordinate movements with another person before taking the clothes off and trying it naked can make a big difference in a sex life.
Oh, I think it'd be so helpful. We seem to think that we should know everything there is when we jump into a relationship, and you may have had a talk about the birds and the bees with your parents, but you never learned the specifics of how to position yourself, how to roll over, how to make changes without interrupting the flow that goes on between you and your partner. And so if you can teach people how to do those transitions without discomfort or without interfering with somebody's pleasure, that's really important.
And part of it is learning how to pay attention to the signals that your partner is giving you and be sensitive to what that other person needs. Both men and women will have more satisfying sex lives if they know how to extend themselves in ways that are meaningful to their partners.
Do you feel that people, men and women, sometimes forget to communicate when they're making love? Do they get wrapped up in their own consciousness?
I'm not sure it's so much as forgetting, although that's part of it, definitely. But the forgetting sometimes comes with when it gets really, really pleasurable and you get into the pleasure. But a lot of times it's just inability to communicate, either because of shame messages that you've internalized or just simply not knowing how to communicate what it is the person is needing to know.
And if people want to learn this from you, how can they arrange to be in one of your classes?
Go to intimatewisdom.com and check my events calendar, and you will see when my classes are. Or call 280-0583 and ask me, and I'll tell you when the next class is.
And your classes are held in Austin, Texas.
Yes, they are.
Are you available to travel to other locations to
yes,
teach
I
the
am.
classes?
Yes, I am. If anyone wants to organize a class, I'll be happy to.
And how
to
long
come
does
to
a
you.
class last?
About 2 hours for just the intimate dance part of the class, but I also have a weekend seminar that involves how to give sensual massage, ecstatic dancing, yoga exercises to get your body in condition for the dance, and many, many other different intimacy techniques that prepare people to have more intimate relationships.
Do you have a book or some way that people can read about this before they commit to a whole weekend workshop?
I have a how-to manual on how to do the intimate dance, and I have lots of articles.
So you don't have to see the movie, you can just read the book.
Yeah, and I have lots of articles on my website. I'm hoping to get a video done. And
that website again is
intimatewisdom.com. Also, my blog, GayleMichaels.com. That's my blog. So,
and can you get from GayleMichaels.com to IntimateWisdom.com?
Yeah, I'm getting them all linked together.
Okay.
You'll be able to find links on each one back and forth to the other. Yeah.
Great. And is there anything that would keep somebody from taking one of these classes?
Nothing that I can think of.
Okay.
Some people
Are people a
who've
little
had-
embarrassed or hesitant to do this?
Some
What can
people
you
are
tell
shy
them?
about it, but you can always just watch. You can observe the class and learn through observation. There are some people who may have some sort of injuries or surgeries or physical ailments that may not be able to do all of it, but there are things that everybody can do. Breathing exercises, eye contact, sophisticated sensual conversation, those are things that everybody can do. So don't be afraid to take the class.
Well, it sounds like fun. I want to attend. Thank
Oh,
you so
good.
much for telling me about it.
You're welcome.